Hello, my name is Dan Roloff, and this is, I believe, my sixth course with Widener. As it is many of you, I'm excited and looking forward to working with you. So, first question, what do I like about research? I am a data junkie. I love seeing numbers. I like to know how things correlate. I like to know, even if it doesn't mean causation, correlation's huge. And those type of things help us predict things that may work. And the other things too that I found is sometimes things that are like each other will work. So if something might be labeled different, but when it comes down to it, it's like, what does this person need? Are they having problems coping because they're too depressed and they're overwhelmed by it? Are they having problems coping because they're overwhelmed? There's way too much. So kind of use the flavors of what's going on to help write a treatment plan and help give something to the person that they need. So use your strengths. So the other thing I really like about counseling, rather, so I'm a certified counselor. I am not currently working in a social work job, but I work with social workers. When it comes to the therapeutic side, that's my main thing. That's where I excel. I enjoy doing therapy, and I like helping people discover what they got in themselves and pull themselves out of ruts. Kind of coaching aspect to it. So research is important because it helps us see when we're doing good and when we're doing harm. So one of the things that's going on a lot in the military and has been for a minute is PTSD. So PTSD is a hot button issue, and taking a look and seeing what sort of therapies people are doing, we're finding that some of the therapies that were being done aren't very effective, and then some of them are very effective. So like brief CBT has been shown to be way more effective, whereas doing prolonged exposure therapy, not so important, not so good, and actually re-traumatizing people. So being able to look at the numbers and see when we're causing good and when we're causing harm, I think it's important. It's part of what instills the public trust in mental health, and we're in a position where we constantly have to be defensive of that, and in not so much the way of defending it and being defensive, but to defend it by doing what's right for people. And what do I dislike about research, or what fear do I have going into this course? My biggest fear going into this course right now is the fact that I've not got my book yet, or the book on Amazon hasn't shown up. I thought I had another week for some reason, but the courses went bam bam right after each other instead of 1 week or 2 weeks in between. But that's fine. So I've got that going on right now. Just a fear of, hopefully I get my book. And the other thing too that has always been my weak suit when it comes to statistics is the math. The math is always it. I figure this isn't a statistics class, so we're not going to be doing the calculation. None of the social workers I've ever met have been very strong in that part. I've got a buddy right now who's working as a PhD at the University of Indianapolis, and he's the one that I call to double check my statistics and go, hey, did I use this ANOVA right? Is this correct? Are these, am I correct with all these terms? Because I don't know, the way that I was taught in my undergrad was they tried to teach us statistics by doing, and it was a piecemeal approach. I would almost rather have everything laid out and say, hey, to do, it's sort of like if you lay out tools from a toolbox and say, like, hey, if you want something pounded, then use a hammer. If you want something turn, it's got a straight slot in it, use a standard screwdriver. If it's got a cross in it, use a Phillips screwdriver. and then start working into things. But it's almost like we just kind of got thrown into it, like, oh, hey, here's an ANOVA. Oh, hey, here's this, here's that. And a few terms stuck, but it gets jumbled in my head. So hopefully in this course, I will learn more about that and become more competent with how I see statistics and, more importantly, the testing measures that are used to make sure that statistics are accurate and we're doing good science. Thank you very much. I look forward to working with you. If any of you end up being my partner, I want you to know I'm on the West Coast in Lemoore, California, or Hanford, California is my house. I work in Lemoore, California. I work between up to the hours of 4 p.m. every day. So basically, I'm not available until 5, 6, 7, 7 to 8 p.m. very often. So we'll be able to work something out, but I just want you to know that in advance. Have a good day. Bye.